Okay, morning chats. So, I decided to start simple, which is protein pancakes, banana pancakes, which I think everyone will enjoy very much. So I didn't go to too funkier flavours or spices so that it's more accessible for people. I've got a little bit down my front, if you can see, I'm sorry. It was yummy, and I was scraping out the bowl for the mix, which everyone should do. This is not as fast as a normal Instagram post, and it means that you get to actually speak to a human and experience normal time living brain processing, and I'm not going to change that. So anyone that wants a bam, 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 bugger off and find a different food blog. I'm going to talk you through the why. So I put the recipe below. I've put a couple of funky pictures, which are totally curated. They're not real. I've got a little fake marble board that I shove under my sofa or behind my desk. But it does look pretty, so why not? So you basically mash or blend half a banana. You mix that with an egg, easy. And then some baking powder if you would like some. And half a scoop of vanilla protein powder in this. And then here are the additives and why. So you add a scoop of collagen, okay, or half scoop, whatever you want. And you have to get a bit playful with the texture. You want it to be a good pancake batter, okay, good dollop sort of texture. But that's the only grounds that we're working in here. So you add your collagen, right? And then I add a little bit of psyllium husk. So psyllium husk will keep it quite spongy when you cook it, but it is also really high in dietary fibre. Amazing. Collagen is full of amazing things to help your body function. They say things stupid simple so that people remember them. Think about it. Collagen is something that creates tissues, right? It supports it. It makes bodies functional. Collagen is the golden nugget of how the body fits together. So if you had a little bit more, it's an excellent high quality protein and a building block for your well-being. Then I add a little bit of flaxseed, which is omega-3s, and it also functions as a little extra eggy in there, so you get more pancakes. And then you add some, I use pea milk. I use pea milk because it has got the best eco standpoint and it's not too carby. So it keeps these bad boys protein heavy. Yeah, you just like basically add a little bit, stir it around, make sure you don't make it too liquid. That's basically because it's going to be quite solid at this point. So you just whisk it in until it's good batter consistency. And then we pop it all in a little bit of coconut oil in the frying pan, non-stick. Just dollop it in. Scrape out the bowl. Lick the spatula till it's clean because we don't need to feed the sink. Okay, and you're not going to die from salmonella unless you do. I don't want to be liable. If you die of salmonella, I'm sorry. Okay, you're not getting good quality eggs. Make sure you get good quality eggs. I forgot to say a pinch of salt as well. Put the pinch of salt in there too. Okay, so we've got all of that. Himalayan pink salt has more minerals. Or sea salt, also great. Don't get just table salt because there's no real point. Fry it. Flip it when the bubbles start to show. Give it a couple of minutes. Less if you like them more gooey in the middle. Plate it. When it's plated, add your coulis. What's coulis? These are just berries. Half a cup of mixed berries from M&S frozen aisle. Love M&S. Big up. They're not sponsoring me. And then you put it into the pan and you give it a little stir till it's all a bit more melted down, a bit more sizzly. And then you splash in some water, mix it around, and then you've got a drizzle. So then you drizzle for shizzle around your pancakes. You add a dollop of yogurt. I love Yo Valley because I do eat dairy yogurt and it is a very high protein, super thick kerned yogurt, which has more protein in it than I can find apart from in Total. Total I find extortionately expensive, and I don't like that they are so popular that they've taken over that they can just rinse people's pockets. and that's a principle of mine. So I use Yo Valley, who are organic, and it's from Somerset, and they're like a super amazing company with ethics. So couldn't recommend that more. Very traceable. We've got some happy cows there. Anyway, they're not sponsoring me either. And I put that one. And then I use my honey, which you were propped up on. And I just use half a teaspoon to give it a drizzle. Now, I don't want to spike my glycemic index when I do this. Basically, give myself a blood sugar, blah, 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 blah. I do it because it's got so many good things in it, right? It's good for my immune system, mainly because it's good quality honey. Now, I am not a thrifty girl, but I will spend over £8 on my honey to get a happy bee that's gone to some great flowers, not some sugar syrups that have been injected into his face that it hates, because that sucks. That it's not actually injected into its face, it's just fed it, but yeah, that's not being a bee, that's being like a lab bee. It's horrible. So we do that, and we add our banana, and then we get a bit more protein by putting on some pecans. And you can toast your pecans first if you are excited by something toasted. You can be really, really good, which I wasn't today because I just couldn't be fucked, which is to soak them for 24 hours, activate them with a little pinch of sea salt in the water, and then you dry them in either a dehydrator or in the sun or on the side next to your cooker. And then when they're back to a crispy, you eat them, and they're more bioavailable because the molecules have hydrated and your enzymes can just drink that shit in, which is cool. And then you've got a feast. If you're like me and you have weird stuff in your cupboard, you can also add some Incan berries, which are also called golden berries, which are excessively high in vitamin C, and they're a little bit bitter and astringent. And you know what we're talking about, bitterness. Bitterness is very, very good for your digestive tract. Helps a lot. Bitters prepares digestion. And some rose petals, because I'm cute and I needed to take a photo and have it with a banging coffee. If it wants to be decaf, go decaf. If you want a nootropics, get some mushrooms in you in the morning, why not? If you're going to have caffeinated, why not blend it with some MCT oil to slow the caffeine spike release and make sure that you have a steady release rather than a peak and valley to have an amazing day. I love you. Namaste.